And we're back with more exciting adventures of, I almost did the Incredible Hoax thing, the Social Media Cowboys podcast. I almost introduced the wrong show. I am Chris Hoke.
I am DJ Hunter.
This is the wrong podcast. And today we are joined with, introduce yourself.
I am RJ Hoke. I am the son of Chris Hoke.
The son of a Chris Hoke. If you say it fast enough, it sounds like a cuss word.
The prodigal son of Chris Hoke.
I'm the prodigal son? Oh yeah, I'm the prodigal father. Anyway, we're not going to name where you work, but you do work in retail.
Yes, I do.
And we don't get you in trouble, and we don't want to besmirch where you work. But have you experienced anything weird since the Rona started? Because you were always essential, right?
Yeah, we've always been essential.
Okay.
And we'll continue to be essential during this time, too.
Oh, well, that sounded like a press release. Oh, that's very professional there, buddy.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, Daddy's going to run for office.
Company.
Daddy's running for office. Okay. So, since you never shut down, even during the murkiest of times, do you have any weird stories? Do people do the weird?
A couple of them.
Let's hear one of them.
Well, one of them is that one of the frequent customers that I see, they think Corona's a conspiracy theory, like a government conspiracy.
Yeah.
That they use to, they think to boost the economy.
To boost the economy.
To do human population control.
Well, they direct the economy. I don't know how they're boosting the economy by wrecking the economy. I don't get that way. It's like pruning a tree, and they can prune the tree, and it gets better. Is that what they're thinking?
That's what they said. They were pretty much saying that, like, Corona would, due to all the stuff shutting down for a while, that would decrease everything in sales and stocks and everything, and then it would start booming back up. Into, basically like during like wartime that we boosted the economy during the war.
Like World War II?
They would think that we would boost the economy just after this is over. Or they find a cure that was created in a lab. Because the virus was created apparently in a lab at a Harvard professor.
Have you heard any of this stuff, DJ? So is this one of your customers that comes in there? He just hangs out in there?
He'll come in and they'll talk about it. There's multiple of that one.
Huh.
I got like 2 females and a male that'll think that.
That think there's a weird conspiracy behind it?
Yeah.
Well, here's my question, though. How do you know this? I mean, are they coming there and hang out? Because you don't just get that information off of a, hey, how you doing today? That's like a conversation.
In and they'll talk a little bit. They'll come in and they'll talk to us for like 10, 20 minutes.
At the register?
No, they'll wait till we're done checking out people and stuff.
Okay.
So they're at least nice enough to do that,
So they hang around,
and then they scream across the whole entire store, to get a hold of you.
Well, so they hang out at the register to tell you their conspiracy theories. That's what you're telling me.
They'll do it.
Well, see, that's weird. That's weirder than the conspiracy theory to me.
Yeah.
I tend to ignore them. I try to. At least that person, because I've helped them out already. I've done my stuff with them. I'll continue to nod my head, pretend, listen a little bit, but,
Well, I understand you're not going to disrespect them. I understand that, but I think it's weird. I don't know, DJ, am I wrong? Is it weird to think that they're going to hang out at the register?
And I've never done that in my life, so...
Yeah, like...
I've never done that.
Yeah.
I think one time, like, I was after a girl, I would hang out at the register a little longer than others, but that's about the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
That might
the only time I've ever done that is that. Or, like, if I was, like, at a bar or something, and I was talking to a bartender, but that's about it.
Well, yeah, but they were there for conversation anyway, but that doesn't count. Where you're at, that's retail. That's not, you don't hang out at the cash register.
Yeah, I'm a fast-paced retail, like, corporation thing.
See, that to me is way weirder than the actual conspiracy theory. That's weird.
I've heard some weird conspiracy theory thoughts, like population control. They send it out to kill a whole bunch of people to decrease the population to boost economy. I've heard that mixture.
So what type of people are saying this? Like, what type are they? Like a demographic?
I mean,
would you think they're trustworthy?
I usually see like I got the two females that I see usually. They're kind of they're in their like 60s or so.
Okay.
Blue hair. One has blue hair.
She's got blue hair. She hangs out the register.
Stone cold hippie. I'm not trying to be mean, but they were like stone cold hippie. Like they were.
Oh, they're hippie. They're hippie old people.
That's one of them.
Okay.
The other one, she's old. She's older too. Like she's in her 60s, and she's a little more. She wears like a little, work dress. Dressed for work, like an office type worker.
Yeah, professional, whatever.
Yeah, whatever they want to call it. To me, it's not very professional to say the F word out loud in front of everybody as well.
At the register? At the retail space?
They'll do it.
Okay. Let's start over. So they hang out at the register to tell you conspiracy theories while dropping the F-bomb in a highly trafficked area.
Yep. They'll do it.
And they're old.
And then they're in their 60s, just about.
Oh my god!
At least that's what they appear. I mean, I don't know how old they are.
I understand exactly how old they are, but you get a guesstimate. That's insane.
About their 60s.
So, what's the?
And then the guy's in his 30s.
Was he ex-military or something like that?
Nope. He's just a weird cat.
I wonder if he hijacks Facebook pages. There, don't answer that.
Do you think he works for Mark Zuckerberg?
No. We might all work for Mark Zuckerberg and not even know it. But okay, so that's the conspiracy stuff. That's the conspiracy stuff. What about do people look in their camera looking for weird stuff, especially during the Rona?
Yeah, like the
to
weird
buy
thing was like. Not just like the normal like weird toilet paper, disinfectant, Lysol, all that junk. Not only that, a lot of people were stealing cat food.
Stealing it?
They were trying to steal cat food.
For their cats or to eat themselves?
I don't know. Don't want to know.
Why would they try to steal cat food?
I mean, one guy tried to take off with like 4 cans of cat food. Chargers is another big thing, like iPhone chargers and stuff like that. That's a huge thing that they try to steal.
Yeah, because those are kind of expensive where you work, I think, aren't they?
Well, we don't get charged for them, so.
What do you mean you don't get charged for them?
They're scan-based, so we scan it and then we get charged. If it doesn't scan through our register, we don't get a bill for it.
Oh. It's like they're on consignment in a way?
Kind of.
That's interesting. So
yeah, we're about to actually receive $10,000 worth of merchandise of like disinfectant and Lysol and sanitizer. Yeah. We're about to get a whole bunch of stuff. We got bandanas now too, which is weird.
The fact that he's telling us this, DJ, with sunglasses on, it seems like this is some sort of weird conspiratorial like information that we should not be getting or something.
Yeah.
I'm your FBI agent.
It's a little Man in Black like. It's a little bit Man in Black like.
I'll send you an FBI agent like text here in a little bit.
So they come in there and they steal the chargers and they steal cat food.
I've seen them steal cat food. I've seen them try to steal. It's another weird thing is that they'll come in with these like sunglasses on and they'll wear a bandana over their nose. Like they're trying to stay away from everything, and they'll try to steal cat litter. They'll try to steal, like, candy bars and stuff like that. It's weird. They'll try to steal weird things.
Does this happen all day?
This will happen all day. Over at the one I'm at now. I'm a floater, so, I mean, I go around to different places.
Well, don't show off the logo. You almost showed your logo off. Don't do that. Don't go, you don't get canned because of a podcast. Anyway, so... How do you steal cat litter? I mean, that cat litter is fairly heavy. Even the small bag is like 5 pounds. I mean, you can't just stick that in your pants. Yeah, cat litter is fairly large.
They'll try. They'll stick it under a jacket that they're wearing in the summer.
Yeah.
Can't do that. That's no fun.
Did you ever work retail, DJ?
No, I didn't work anything. I had one job in my life.
Well, yeah, you worked at
Business.
yeah,
That was it.
yeah.
So nope.
So, well, I worked at fast food restaurants when I was a kid, and then I worked at a freight company after that. So I never did retail.
Yeah.
I mean, restaurants are, I guess, close to retail, but
That's the closest you're going to get without working on it.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a pain. So how many people come in there and they get mad because you're out of something that everybody else is out of? Have they gotten mad at you for being out of like toilet paper or Lysol or whatever?
Of course. It happens all the time. That's an everyday thing, too.
They get mad at you for not having it?
What was it?
They get mad at you for not having it?
Yeah, they'll get mad at me, and I'll let them know, like, hey, at warehouse, or they're working their tail off trying to get it out to us, but, you can only do, so much. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like sanitizer is on back order right now for everybody.
Yeah.
Sanitizer is not going to be available right away. It's going to be a little bit. Like restaurants now that are open in Texas here, they have to have sanitizer at the front door. They have to have it at the front door.
Really?
That is a health violation that they don't. According to my health service guy that goes and visits the stores.
Huh.
And I've seen him at 4 stores now.
Well, see, today is Monday, and the 25% opening of Texas started on Friday. So have either one of y'all ate at a restaurant yet?
I haven't eaten at a restaurant.
Me neither.
I have seen a restaurant like Subway, for instance.
Yeah.
I've seen a Subway with 6 chairs in it.
Oh, yeah?
6 different tables, 6 chairs, all 6 feet apart. If you have a date night with, your honey or whatever, you can't go playing footsie.
You can't play. You
can't play footsie. You can't hide anything.
Well, if you go to Subway, you still can play with your foot long.
You can't go like, you got hand sanitizer in your pocket, or you just have to be 6 feet away from me.
So
you're going to have to hit up with some pickup lines,
So have you caught
a virus without you and I?
Have you caught a shoplifter during the corona? Like you yourself caught one?
Well, my company does not allow us to go and stop somebody because they're technically not shoplifting until they walk out the door.
But once they walk out, do you run after them?
No, because our company will fire you if you do so.
Because they don't want you to get shot or hurt or stabbed.
Yeah, they don't want you to get shot in the face. Like you're going to go get their license plate, and they turn around and shoot you in the face.
I like how it's like descriptively in the face. It's not that you would get hurt.
I mean,
it's not that you would get hurt to try to stop them. You would get shot in the face trying to stop them.
That's how I word it, so that way people go, "Oh, okay, yeah, no."
Well, I get it. Yeah, I understand. So,
I don't want them to think that it's some light thing. No, that's a pretty big thing for us.
Shoplifting.
We actually lost 5 managers due to that.
Because they chase somebody?
Because they will go outside and try to get a license plate.
Well, then how do you have any kind of loss prevention if you can't?
We have loss prevention up in a corporate office right now, or at their home now because they're working from home. They will they'll look at video and they will see the person and get a description and send it to the local police department.
But if it's a candy bar or cat litter, that's not going anywhere. That's just free.
We'll lose it. Like we're gonna get that audited. Like we'll get an exception on our audits for that.
Yeah, but I understand. So you'll be covered from a managerial point of view.
We're covered down here. The company will lose that dollar amount.
But I forget the dollar amount. Forget the managerial stuff. The act of theft will just be ignored. So that person got free cat litter. Not necessarily
ignored because I've already seen 5 people get criminal trespassing this exact way.
Oh, so the cops don't just let it go?
No. I see cops on it daily.
Oh, okay. My assumption is if they walk out with $3 cat litter, and y'all go through this process and say the cops ain't gonna chase down, you know, the
No,
guy
they'll just
for
come by the
cat
store
litter.
a little bit more often, and if they happen to see that person matching that description, they won't necessarily walk up to them or anything, but they'll keep an eye on them. Because usually once they do it, they're going to do it again.
Yeah, because you're basically that's their part of their grocery shopping. It's to steal stuff
exactly.
from the retail
Exactly.
place. Has anybody stole from y'all that you were like shocked you actually liked them, and then all of a sudden, well, now they're a thief?
I haven't seen that yet. But then again, I haven't hung around a store long enough to see that yet. I'm a floater. I float around.
But you hang around the stores long enough to hear conspiracy theories chatted up at the cash register.
That takes 20 minutes. Boom, I got them, They take 20 minutes of my day talking about the conspiracy theory of how the corona is going to kill everybody.
So do you like retail? I mean, with all this with that stuff, I'm sure the hours, I mean, everybody gets, the hours suck eventually, blah, 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 but that part of it.
I like how it's different most of the time.
Yeah.
And I also like the fact that I can actually, run stuff, run a store and be efficient.
Yeah.
And I like the movement. I like moving around. I like running around. I don't like sitting at a desk all day.
DJ, when you were a kid, did you ever pickpocket something from a store or anything?
No.
Even like a candy bar or a gum?
If I did, it was on accident. My mom made me take it back inside.
Remember doing that at Olive Garden or whatever? It's like a spoon.
You did that.
Oh, yeah,
that was a Casa Olay. This is the story with RJ here. So,
I knew it was something.
He was little. The Casa Olay there on Valley Mills, which is shut down now.
Yeah.
He had a tea, a to-go cup of tea. And, you put your sweet low in it, stir it up your spoon, blah, blah, blah. Well, we had left that restaurant and we're doing whatever, we're running some whatever errands or whatever we're doing. And he realized he had left the spoon inside the styrofoam cup of tea. And he's a little guy. He's probably like 5 or 6, or he might have been younger. He might have been 4 or 5 or 6, somewhere in there. And
little guy, little tyke.
Yeah, he started like bawling. I stole their spoon. I stole their spoon. So we had to drive back to Casa Olay. He took it in there and gave it back to him because he was just distraught that he had stole their spoon.
So you see, I can't do that.
You're honest. You're honest.
I'm brutally honest sometimes.
Well, we won't go there today though. So
you don't want to go there today.
So now, are you seeing the change now that this is what? How many days are we into this? 45 plus days?
I've noticed a dramatic change in sales and
like
people being... Well, I've noticed a dramatic change since this started, since Friday as well. I mean, whenever this started, nobody was coming. Like, we lost about a third of our business.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we went from having... I was at the store over...
Don't say it. That place.
I was over at one of the stores, let's just say that.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, they already have a bunch of stuff going on. And then this happened, and they lost another third. So we went from having about, I would say, 10,000. No, we were doing $17,000 worth of stuff to 8,000.
Wow.
So, that happened.
At the lowest point?
Usually do 20, it's,
that was the lowest point?
That was I want to say that was the lowest point. I think it actually hit 6,000 at one point.
But so then now that things have opened up Friday, it's gone like boom.
They went from doing roughly about $8,000 to $10,000 worth of merch and sales and stuff.
Yeah.
To when Friday hit, they probably went up to about 16, 17, back to the normal rate it was at.
Well, that's a good. Without giving away where you work, you're kind of at the front lines of commerce in a way. You're probably you're one of the first ones to people are going to go to. When people can get out again. I mean,
people avoid certain places to get to us. They go through us first.
yeah, you're kind of one of the mainstays.
Yep.
Well, I know that like a tank of gas for me now. I mean, I fill up my tank now just because. Like, I don't think I've been below half a tank. And I don't even remember since this all started. I think the last trip I had to take Trish to a doctor's appointment in Dallas was the last time I've been below half a tank. But like, I don't use any gas. So
no one. No one did during this time, and then Friday hit with everybody.
And now it's starting to be more.
Oh yeah, it's going. Business is booming for that.
Okay.
I actually talked to somebody that owns a company that deals with petroleum, like deals with gas. Their business was taking a big hit during this because cost was going way down, and so they were booming in terms of cost, but they weren't selling. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, the whole oil industry got screwed. I mean, was it?
Yeah. Then when this is over, or during this time in Texas at least, it's going to start booming.
Well, yeah, they had a whole bunch of surplus oil that they couldn't do with. It went to $- per barrel, and then there was no consumption because nobody could go anywhere. So
exactly
overstocked, and then no consumption. So
once things start opening up some more, like I think of the 15th and 16th when stuff actually opens, that's whenever it's going to start going crazy again.
So DJ,
you'll see the price of gas go to about $3 again soon. I'm sure of it.
So DJ, have you gone anywhere since Friday the opening?
Just to pick up food. That's it.
Like restaurant food?
Yeah, that's it. Even then, it's just picking it up.
I think we went to Walmart today to get a prescription, and then
I think I'm the most adventurous one out of you guys.
Friday, I think I might have went to IG, the grocery store to get something. Friday, maybe. But the weekend, I don't think I went anywhere. I mean, well, we went to her mom's to just visit, but we didn't do any kind of shopping or restaurants and that kind of thing.
Man, I've been to Bryan College Station and Navasota.
But that was for work, though, wasn't it?
Some of that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I had to go to work, and then, after work, I would go to MCC. There's the Brazos River over there, and went fishing on the weekend.
Yeah, but fishing's not going and buying stuff, so that's cool.
And then I went to HEB and Walmart.
Yeah.
I've been in there. I've been in to get food and stuff like that. Nothing like extravagant.
So did your shell?
I've been to Academy.
Oh, it's open?
Academy's open right now. The lines are long as all can be, but
Yeah.
Like the time I went to Academy the first time, I've been twice this week. The line was all the way to like the back aisle.
This guy, he has not. This is pretty much the Rona hasn't affected him at all. He just goes wherever it sounds like.
Oh, me? Yeah. No,
so I want to hear about the shelves. Okay, so we got conspiracy theories at the register. We got people stealing cat litter. Now I want to know how depleted did your shelves get? How empty were they?
Oh, when this first started?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everything was empty. I couldn't get anything. Everything was getting empty.
Even like chips and sodas and stuff?
Chips, sodas, man, we got wiped out.
Really?
We were wiped out. We were having to wait for stuff to come in. We were doing hot shots, which is a retail term for just getting our stuff quicker.
Yeah.
Like we usually get deliveries for certain people, certain companies, like on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis.
Yeah.
We were having them bring stuff like batches at a time almost.
So as soon as the guy just bring it, don't wait for the next load, just go.
Exactly. We weren't waiting for deliveries. We were just like, hey, bring it if you can.
So what was the most sought after item? Toilet paper?
Well, aside from the toilet paper, Lysol, sanitizer, aside from all that, it was mainly just like food, a lot of food like eggs and stuff like that. Milk was a big hitter too.
Were people going crazy for beer and wine?
At the store I'm at now, yes. Like every weekend, that thing is empty. We have a big room full of beer and wine, and that thing was wiped out every weekend.
Even now, at the beginning or the whole way?
Even at the beginning. Even at the beginning.
People are going with cigarettes and all that tobaccos.
The store I'm at now,
yeah,
we sold out of a lot of cigarettes.
What do people do, man? You're addicted to cigarettes. You're addicted to booze. What are they doing? If it runs
know.
out,
I think they're
they
having
just
block parties in the back or something. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying, if you gotta get your fix and all this stuff's out and nobody can get cigarettes or snuff or whatever you do, so like what are they doing? Are they just going through withdrawals? Or are they just walking to every store or driving to every store they can to just
I have seen people drive from
store to store to store?
I saw someone drive from let's see, I think it was Austin to find cigarettes and tobacco and stuff.
Really?
I've seen a couple people from Austin do that.
Wow.
They get down here and they go, "Do you have this cigarette?" Because they need to have their one pack or whatever it is. And when we end up having it, they go, "First store I've seen since Austin." I go, "What the? What brings you down over here?"
Well, see, I heard something like that. That these little country stores and all these little rural towns, that people from the cities were driving out to these rural stores and buying up the stuff, and it's causing a real problem because now you've got all those locals who depend on their rural store. Now they're wiped out because of the city folk came and wiped them out. So I heard that was like a real problem.
You know what's extra funny is I've yet to see any, big universities that's where we're around, where we're at.
Yeah.
I've yet to see any of those kids out.
Well, they all went home.
A very select few.
They went home.
Well, yeah, they're at home, yeah, of course. But
so they don't live here. They go to school here and they go back
the
to
locals, like the local ones. I don't see them.
Really?
Like I've only seen a few people under the age of I want to say 25. I've seen very few.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Maybe they're just scared, or maybe they just they got what they need from mama and dada. I don't know.
Just playing video games. That's all they need.
Oh, there you go. See, there you go. We got online everything, so why would you even leave the house? You can get your stuff delivered.
What's the one thing?
You can get grocery store stuff delivered to your front door.
Well, yeah, they got shipped and everything else.
You got Amazon, all sorts of stuff.
DJ, what's the most? What do you miss the most during the Rona, the shutdown, shelter in place?
Miss the most?
There's something you miss the most?
Oh, sports, duh.
Oh yeah, sports.
That's all I watch is sports.
But you haven't missed certain restaurants or foods or stuff like that.
Nah, you can go pick it up if it's open.
Exactly. I'm with DJ on this one all the way.
I miss the movies. Going to the movies. That's the one I miss.
I don't even miss that, to be honest with you.
Really?
Nah.
I don't miss that.
No, I miss going to the movies.
Spending $20 on tickets and then another $40 on concession just to go watch a movie for an hour and a half.
I can't concentrate at home. If you put a movie on at home, I will find a million other things to do. If I'm in a theater, I can block out everything and pay attention. At home, I'm going to start working. I'm going to clean something. I'm going to do something.
No, I understand that. Some people are like that. I personally can sit down and watch it if I want to.
Well, we got to wrap this up because we're going to hit our time limit. So back to these chargers and stuff. Now, y'all sell a lot of crap. Where does this stuff come from? Because this stuff always breaks within a week after you buy it. So where does it come from? Yeah, all of it. People bring that back all the time.
The
electronics.
I mean, I've seen 3 chargers maybe.
That brought back?
Yeah.
I would think that we brought, because every electronic I ever got from that type of store lasts maybe a week if you're lucky. Maybe.
Well, a lot of people don't care. A lot of people that'll get it, they don't take the receipt or whatever. They just go, and they'll just take it and don't care.
So if it lasts a day, that's all they needed from it, and they just spent twice what they could have got.
A lot of them don't care. You'll be surprised the amount of people that don't care. I've seen the people that I was usually at the time. They don't care. They'll spend $20 on a charger, and then if it doesn't work, 3 days later, they don't care. They throw it away.
But you ain't talking about rich people.
No. They don't care. That's the problem. That's the problem with that part of the economy. They don't care.
So they're so poor they don't care?
They don't care.
Or they just don't care. Got nothing to do with
about their money. They'll throw their money away on booze and cigarettes and lottery and stuff like that. You know, I saw a person the other day spend $1,200 on lottery.
Oh my God!
That's their government. The money they got from the government.
That's right.
Lottery.
That's $1,200.
Yeah, that's $1,200.
By the way, I never got it. I've never got it. Did y'all get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
I never got it. My stuff's all messed up, I guess. Huh?
I paid off something with that.
Well, I would love to pay off something if I could get it. I don't have it. I never got it. Oh,
probably
man.
make too much or something. I don't know.
No, we won't talk about it on the podcast what I think it is, but anyway. All right, DJ. Could you ever work in retail? Like ever?
No. I couldn't work a job. After you work for yourself, you can't go back to a job.
I'm with you, man. Yeah.
I can believe that.
DJ's married to me for life. I'm gonna be with DJ longer than he's going to be with ever his future wife. That's
true.
That's probably true because if this social media Cowboys, it'll get going, and if one day it's like self-sufficient, me and DJ will just figure out another business to open.
Yep.
And then we'll just open that one, then we'll open another one, then we'll open another one.
Yep.
That's the idea.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal, but I want to get some schooling done before anything.
I think that's smart. Well, we have to wrap it up because the clock's ticking. It's going to go out any second. So, all right. So you heard it from RJ, the man on the front lines, the man in black. He's in a smoke-filled room now. Oh my God! This feels like
my humidifier.
This feels like we're getting word from the front. Some secret war going. Oh my Lord! Look at that. Oh my God. That's terrible. All right, well, make sure you stock the toilet paper aisle good, and I guess we'll check back in with you. Maybe we might do a check back in. This was pretty fun. We might do a check-in again on retail here in a few months or weeks.
Yeah.
We can do a check-in. I'm cool with it.
All right, we'll see how it's going.
All right, well, I'll see you guys next time then.
All right, guys.
Yes,
Adios.
sir.